Sorry, I'm going to be giving minor spoilers for the game, but I'm just going to tell you something about the game that I think is quite interesting. Now, the first bit has to do with you being in Mexico. Yeah, so the first few hours of the game, you are in Mexico, where you have to go from point A to point B, to point B to point C, so you just do a few of those. And after you make your way to the other side, then there's this mission, well, I don't want to tell you what it is. You get this package and you have to take it all the way back to your shelter. And what I think about the Mexico bit of the game is that's more like a prologue. So if you haven't played Death Stranding 1 before, or if you just forgot how to play Death Stranding, then this teaches you all the ropes and whatever about everything, like the combat, the abilities, your movement, how to operate your character and everything. Because the next bit of the game is more like, for me, the actual start of the game. Because, spoilers ahead, you are now in Australia. And it's the whole Australia, by the way. It's not just a little bit of Australia, it's the whole thing that you've got to do that whole network thing for. And in a way, it does feel like Death Stranding 1, because you were in America and you had to capture all these things in America, or at least a state of it or whatever it is. I forgot. But it's like the same thing for Death Stranding 2. You're in whole Australia and you have to capture all these points. And this is where the real fun begins. I mean, that's what it's trying to tell you. This is where the real fun begins, because this is, for me, I think the actual start of the game. Because now that you've learned about everything, about your character, what your character does, all the abilities, your weapons, everything in Mexico, you have to keep that information and then you have to bring it into Australia, if that makes any sense. Because it's not going to hold your hand anymore. It's not going to, it's not going to tell you how to approach that mission. It's just going to say, hey, here's the mission, do it yourself, make your own, draw your own route, and then done. It's not going to tell you how to do it. It's not going to warn you about anything. You just go straight into it, and that's it.